Hello everyone, this is Angel AA999. Today I'm going to do a weekly reading with a new spread that I developed. I tested out this new spread on a friend and she gave me permission to share it with you guys today. If you want to know more about how I kind of went about developing this spread, just check out my blog. I'll be posting some more details as to how I actually went about doing it. There is a different philosophy in mind when I was dispersing the cards. So what we have, I laid everything out from right to left. On the right, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we have like an overall theme for the week. The first card is the Four of Diamonds. Now that typically represents, now this is for Monday, represents a sense of security. It also shows that there is some money and some checks and finances involved. So for the client, it would appear that, Monday might be a big money day for her. Probably a check type of deal. Or maybe she'll end up getting an ID card of some sort. For Tuesday, we have the Ace of Clubs. So my first instinct, especially with the Four of Diamonds preceding, shows that my client would have some, might have some contracts that need to be signed, especially if we look at the Seven of Spades further down in the week. She might have maybe go to a building, not when I said building, I mean like go to like court cases, courthouse, or a school. I can expect a little bit of traveling, especially with the Four of Diamonds preceding it, as typically the Four of Diamonds and the Four of Clubs, I personally have them interchanging as cards. Now, for Wednesday, we see that a man, pretty much of a darker coloring, will probably be dominant in her life, or dominant for that day. So maybe she's going to, hey, actually this could also emphasize even more so the court aspect, since we have two kings in this spread. And they're both of, kind of higher rank than the hearts and the diamonds. The suit kind of indicates that it's much more bureaucratic or formal than she probably would expect. You know what, actually in hindsight, and with that Nine of Diamonds for Thursday, if we just look at this as a holistic reading instead of each card for one day, I would say that, if she is in school, she might end up getting some financial aid, or having to sign some documents for financial aid, or something very similar or akin to that. But anyway, so for Wednesday, with the King of Clubs, we see that a particular man will be pretty dominant that day. For Thursday, we have the Nine of Diamonds, so I would expect, still some bureaucratic stuff going on. When I say bureaucratic, I mean governmental, institutionalized things. The Nine of Diamonds, tends to also mean like government aid in general. But it also represents just money. And when we have, if I compare, the Ten of Diamonds, you have the Three of Diamonds, Four of Diamonds, Nine of Diamonds, Ten of Diamonds, I see some steady trends towards the success for this person. So I would be inclined to think that she is starting on a new endeavor, a new financial endeavor or an initiative that is going to steadily bring success her way. Now for Friday, we have the Seven of Spades. Now that's not a too pleasant card unless she's going to go out drinking that night. The Seven of Spades has a tendency to more so represent some surprising setbacks or unexpected setbacks. And I would, assume that it is in relation to this King of Spades fellow that's present in the Saturday stack. So we could see some setbacks on Friday. Perhaps some random craziness. I don't know. Um, Seven of Spades is not per se a bad card, like evilly dark. Oh God, help me. But we could definitely expect for her to encounter some a sudden shift in her flow, so to speak. Actually, for a minute, let's take a look at the general cards that have been laid out. We have the spades, and the diamonds. So we know that for now, she's more so my client is more so in a very material-oriented state right now, actually. So the few spades, there are a few setbacks, and I think that just has to do with the higher powers that be rather than anything that she's doing. So for Saturday, we have the King of Spades. Now, King of Spades is, once again, not necessarily a bad card. It's more so just a stern card. The King of Spades tends to be someone who is very methodical in their dealings. They can be problematic. Maybe the King of Spades in this case, yawn. Okay, maybe the King of Spades in this case is just, um, you know, maybe it's not per se anything bad. It's just, hey, you've got to deal with your business with me first before you can chill. I say deal with business with me because I see the two of clubs at the end of the week, which means negotiations or business dealings or business contracts. So on the surface level of the week, we see a lot of engaging in in a lot of negotiation and a lot of business dealings and trying to get a foundation for perhaps later times. So my client is going to be pretty busy this week, especially since she's representative as the Queen of Clubs. Now in the overall trend, now this one I laid out. The 10 of Diamonds comes first, the Queen of Clubs comes second, and the 3 of Diamonds comes last. That really, the fact that it was laid out in reverse order actually has nothing to do with anything. That was sheer, it just happened. So, the Queen of Clubs, not Queen of Clubs, the overall trend for the week shows that, my client is going to have finished she's going to have accomplished a lot, but she's also going to have to start, she'll have some leftover things to finish up. You know, she might be in a very financially secure state, but she's kind of aiming for more. She's successful, but, maybe it wouldn't, but she's still at the same time a little insecure, fuzzy, and fickle. Alright, so that's part 1 of the reading. There are 3 parts. Till then, remain curious and keep a lookout.